Good morning, good afternoon. This is Miss Denny. Just kidding, it's Mr. John. Your job in the Google Meet chat. So, Mr. John and Miss Denny know that you're listening. Write down one thing that you are grateful for. Can be a person, place, thing, one thing that you are grateful for, one thing that you're very happy that you have. I will be reading hearts, white girl, scars, bad news, no more. Your job, you will be listening and responding in the Google Meet chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hearts. Hannah leads me to shelves full of colorful dishes. I like some with many stripes, but she says I can't afford them. She picks out a small box of white ones. This should pretty much replace what you broke, Hannah says. I cradle the box gently in my arms, the way I would carry a newborn calf. On the way to the paying place, we pass many red, sparkling cards and much candy. Some of it is even chocolate. Valentine's Day is in a couple of days, Hannah explains. You give stuff to people you like. Plus, it just so happens to be my birthday. Hey, Keck, when's your birthday? I don't know, I admit. We don't have birthdays in the way that you do, but I know I was born in the time that you call summer. Hannah looks confused by this news. It's hard for me to remember that sometimes she finds my ways just as strange as I find hers. I must find you a gift, I say, after I pay you back the money I owe you for the bus and the washing. How much do I have left? No way, Hannah says. You're not spending your hard-earned money on me. But it would make me very proud, I argue, and it's my duty as your friend. Hannah grins out one side of her mouth, a silly, tilted smile like a new moon rising. Okay, all right. See that little box of heart candy? You can afford that. It must be chocolate, I say firmly. She scans the shelves. Here, she says at last. She hands me a shiny little heart. Perfect. Question 1. What is the best present or the best gift you have given someone? What'd you give the person, and or who was it? Continue. We stand in a long line. When I give the lady my money for the dishes and the heart, my own heart grows so big with pride, I fear it might pop open like a ripe seed pod. I earned this money, I tell her. I take care of a cow. It's a fine job. The lady smiles politely. If you say so, hon. Again, I'm learning that America people don't understand the wonder of a cow. Maybe if they had more cows on the TV machine, people would begin to feel as Gonwar and I do. You can have your dogs and cats, your gerbils and hamsters, and your sleek, sparkling fish. But you will have lived just half a life if you never love a cow. White girl. In front of our apartment, I give the shiny heart to Hannah. Happy birthday and happy Valentine's Day, I say, to my good friend Hannah. 3 boys walk past just as Hannah slips the silver heart into the pocket of her coat. They glare at us with eyes that shoot poison. Leave the white girl alone, one yells. Hands off, boy. Just ignore them, Hannah whispers. She pulls me inside and slams the door shut. A moment later, she opens it a crack and peers out. They're gone, she says. I shake my head. I don't understand, I say. Me neither, Hannah says. Me neither. If you were Keck, how would you feel when someone said, leave the white girl alone? They're jerks, Hannah yanks off her mittens. I did not want you to get hurt. I'm a man, I say, standing tall. Sure you are, Hannah says. I didn't see the point in a fight. Why does it matter? I can't explain. Suddenly I feel tired of using words that don't belong to me. Never mind, I say. I trudge up the stairs. My aunt is surprised to see the box from me. A present, she keeps saying. A present for me? She opens the dishes and hugs me hard. You are such a fine boy, Keck, she says. I feel happy about the dishes and bad about the angry boys. It's hard to feel two things at once, so I try not to feel anything. I sit next to Gonwar on the sofa. Together we watch the TV machine, and we watch it tell its happy, easy stories. Scars. Every weekend and other days sometimes, Gonwar and I go to Lou's. It feels good to go somewhere simple, to work and sing and eat cookies with chocolate. Gonwar doesn't say so, but I think he is calmer on these days. Sometimes he even whistles a radio song or tells me jokes in English that I don't understand. Always, though, I laugh to make him happy. One afternoon, Gonwar and I rebuild a gate that has rotted away on the edge of the field. It's long work, and we sweat under thick coats. The sun is still weary and weak, like a traveler too long on the road. But each day it's trying harder to warm the world. Gonwar wipes away sweat with his arm. The 6 lines etched in his forehead glisten and shine. I will never have the gar, I say suddenly. My words surprise me. It's an idea I've never let myself think about until now. The initiation ceremony is a part of another place, a place that I may never return to. You're lucky, Gonwar says. Why would you want such scars? Here, they mean nothing. There, they meant everything, I say. I lean on the fence. How will I know when I'm a man? Gonwar keeps hammering. When you own a fine car and a house with many bathrooms, then you're a man in this country, he answers with a smile. It isn't so funny, I say. You've been tested and I haven't. You were brave. I look away. I don't want him to see my eyes and what lies hidden there. Me, I haven't been. Sure you have, Gonwar replies. You were in the camp alone. You came here alone. That's plenty brave. It doesn't take a knife in the hand of a village elder for you to prove yourself. I pick up my hammer and slam it hard against a rusty nail sticking out of the wood. That's easy for you to say. After that, I won't talk anymore, but I hammer many nails as hard as I can. Even with my gloves on, I have a good hurting blister to show for it. Summarize what Keck and Gonwar were just talking about. Bad news. More weeks pass. Something strange is happening in the world. I hear birds singing now, where only silence filled the air before. Tiny green hints dot the trees and the bushes. The snow is getting smaller and grayer, like an old person whose time is past. Dave says it's called spring. Spring, this is Mr. John. Spring is my favorite time of year. Maybe it's yours, maybe it isn't. Still, what is the best part of spring for you? Why do you enjoy it? What's cool about it? In the chat. One morning, Lou calls us to come into her kitchen. A plate of warm chocolate cookies waits for us. I'm happy about this until I see Lou's ankle covered by a thick white bandage. Sprained the dang thing last night, she says. I slipped in the barn. Do you have many pains? I ask. Nah. She waves away the question like a troublesome insect. But it's gotten me thinking, boys. Even with your help, I just can't keep this place running anymore. Wish it weren't that way. I've been here a long, long time. It's time to sell and move on. Gonwar nods. He doesn't look surprised. It's okay, Lou. We knew it probably would not last. I stare out the window. Where will you go? I ask in a whisper, when the farm is sold. Lou lifts her shoulders. I'm not sure. This has been my home for so long. I don't know anywhere else. I have a sister in Los Angeles. She makes a face. Not sure I could stand all the nice weather. What would I complain about? We can stay on as long as you need us, Gonwar says. He doesn't sound mad at all. He sounds like he is used to being disappointed. But what about Goal? I ask. My voice has a crack in it. Lou looks out the window too. I don't know, Keck. They're going to build a shopping mall here. They won't be needing a cow, I'm guessing. She sighs. Goal is a very old, tired animal. I don't think we'll be able to find anyone who wants her. I'm sorry, hun. I leap to my feet. My chair falls back with a loud thud. I hate it here, I scream. I want to go home. I run out the door and across the field, toward the bus stop. I'm glad that Lou can't follow me with her sore foot. I'm sorry that I'm glad. And I'm mad that Gonwar isn't mad enough. Give 2 reasons why Keck is so upset right now. There are many reasons, but give me a couple. Give me 2. Last one, no more. I stopped working at Lou's. Gonwar keeps going to the farm, but he doesn't say anything to me about it. When he comes home with hay and mud stuck to the bottom of his running shoes, I leave the room. Lou calls for me on my aunt's telephone to see if I will change my mind, but I won't talk to her. She tells my aunt I'm a hard worker. She says she and Goal miss my smile. One morning, Mr. Franklin says, "Hey, cowboy," and I almost start to cry. I say, "Please don't call me that anymore. I am just Keck now," but I don't tell him why. Hannah says I am cutting off my nose to spite my face. I don't know what this means, so she explains. It means you are being a stubborn, moron boy. She looks a little sad when she says this, so I don't get mad at her. Why don't you at least keep going for a while, she asks. It could be months before she leaves. Because at the end, I know Lou and Goal and the farm will be gone forever, I say. Can't you understand this feeling? Hannah chews on her lip. Yeah, I guess I can, she says at last. I wonder if maybe she is thinking about her mother, who was not a foster, but I don't ask. Take a look. When finished, research Sudan. Write down 3 facts somewhere in your notebook. At the end, when you're finished, when you're done researching, you can research a little more, or you can work on something that you need to work on from earlier in the day. Otherwise, well done. Thank you for listening. See you.